Hi guys, welcome back to my channel.
In this video, we will see part 3 of surface areas and volumes of combination of solids. For part 1 and 2, link in the description box below, you can check that out. As this topic is important on exam point of view, so let's see some more problems under this topic. Here it says, a juice seller was serving his customers using glasses. The inner diameter of the cylindrical glass was 5 cm, but the bottom of the glass had a hemispherical raised portion which reduced the capacity of the glass. If the height of the glass was 10 cm, find what the apparent capacity of the glass was and what the actual capacity was. You have to take pi is equal to 3.14. So here it says there was a juice seller who was serving juice to his customer using glass. The inner diameter of the cylindrical glass was 5 cm. So the shape of the glass was cylinder, right? So we have a cylindrical shaped glass whose inner diameter was 5 cm, which means radius is equal to 5 by 2 centimeter. But the bottom of the glass had a hemispherical raised portion. So the bottom of this glass had a hemispherical raised portion. Actually the glass was like this, which reduced the capacity of the glass. The actual capacity of this glass was, the amount of juice in this glass was only so much, right? He was fooling his customers. If the height of the glass was 10 cm, if this height is 10 cm, find what the apparent capacity of the glass was. Here what is apparent capacity mean? The customers used to think the glass is full of juice. But this is not true. So this is the apparent capacity of the glass. In real, there is a hemispherical raised portion at the bottom of the glass which they cannot see. So this is the actual capacity what the customers get, right? So this is the actual capacity of the glass and this is the apparent capacity. So we have to find what is the apparent capacity of the glass was and what is the actual capacity of the glass was. So apparent capacity is nothing but volume of the cylinder. This glass is of the shape of cylinder. So we can write apparent capacity of glass is equal to volume of the cylinder. Here volume of the cylinder is given by pi r square h, right? So pi r square h. So pi, they have said it is 3.14 into what is r? R is the radius. So radius is 5 by 2 the whole square into height. Height is given as 10 cm, which is equal to, when you simplify this will give you 196.25 centimeter cube. This is volume, so centimeter cube. We are talking amount of juice, so it's a volume, right? Now let's see what is the actual capacity of the glass. So actual capacity of a glass is equal to, from the volume of this cylinder, if you minus the volume of this hemisphere, that will give you the actual capacity of this glass, agreed? So from the volume of the cylinder, if you minus the volume of the hemisphere, so this is a hemispherical part, right? That will give you the actual capacity of the glass, right? So now what is the volume of the cylinder? So volume of the cylinder is given by pi r square h minus, now what is the volume of the hemisphere? So volume of the hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube. So 2 by 3 pi r cube. Substitute the values. Here volume of the cylinder we found as 196.25 minus 2 by 3, pi is 3.14 into r is the radius, so 5 by 2 whole cube. So when you simplify this will give you 163.54 centimeter cube. The actual capacity of the glass which the juice seller was using had only 163.54 centimeter cube. I hope this is clear. Now let's see one more problem. So now let's see this problem. Here it says a wooden toy rocket is in the shape of cone mounted on a cylinder as shown in the figure. So the shape of the toy rocket is cone mounted on a cylinder. The height of the entire rocket is 26 centimeter. So the height from here to here is 26 centimeter. While the height of the conical part is 6 centimeter. So this part, that is the conical, which is this part, right? So height of this part is 6 centimeter. The base of the conical portion has a diameter of 5 centimeter. So this diameter, that is the conical part. So base is this, right? So this diameter is 5 centimeter. While the base diameter of the cylindrical portion is 3 centimeter, which means this is 3 centimeter of the cylinder. If the conical portion is to be painted orange, that is this part, this is the conical part, so this has to be painted with orange, and the cylindrical portion yellow. So this is the cylindrical part, so this has to be painted with yellow. Find the area of rocket painted with each of these color. So we have to find the area of orange paint and the area of this yellow paint. So first let's write the dimension of cone and cylinder. So the radius of the base of the cone is given as, diameter is 5 centimeter, so the radius is 5 by 2, which is equal to 2.5 centimeter, and the height of this cone is given as 6 centimeter. Now let's write for cylinder. So the radius R1, let's take it as R1. So radius of the base of the cylinder is, here diameter is 3 centimeter, so the radius will be 3 by 2, which is equal to 1.5 centimeter. And the height of this cylinder, let's take H1, which is equal to, total height is 26 centimeter. Now what is the height of this cylinder? If you subtract the height of this cone, that will give you this height of the cylinder, right? So 26 minus 6, that is 20 centimeters. So therefore the height of the cylinder is 20 centimeter. So first let's find area to be painted orange. So area to be painted orange is equal to, we know orange is for this conical part, right? So we are painting to the surface of the conical part. So what all you can see, that's the curved surface area of the cone. So curved surface area of the cone, plus we can also see this small part. What is this? From the base of the cone, if you subtract the base of this cylinder, that will give you this part, agreed? So from the base of the cone, we know base of the cone is circular in shape. So therefore pi r square, right? So pi r square minus base of this cylinder. Base of the cylinder is also pi r square, but r is r1. So pi r1 square, which is equal to, now what is the curved surface area of the cone? So curved surface area of the cone is pi rl plus pi r square minus pi r1 square. Here pi is common. We are left with rl plus r square minus r1 square, which is equal to, now let's substitute the values. So 3.14 into r is the radius of the cone. So radius of the cone is 2.5. So 2.5 into L. Now what is the slant height? Here slant height is not given. So we have to find the slant height, right? So slant height L is equal to square root of h square plus r square, which is equal to, what is the height of the cone? Height is 6, so 6 square is 36, plus what is the radius of the base of the cone? 5 centimeter. So by 2, that means 2.5. So 2.5 whole square, which is equal to, when you simplify this, this will give you 6.5 centimeter. So let's substitute the value of L here. So L is 6.5 plus r square. R is 2.5. So 2.5 square minus r1 square. R1 is 1.5. So 1.5 square. So when you simplify this, this will give you 63.585. This is the area, so square centimeter. So area to be painted orange is 63.585 square centimeter. Now let's find area to be painted yellow. So let me erase this part. So now let's see area to be painted yellow. Is equal to, that is this part, that is the cylindrical part, right? Now what all surfaces you can see? The curved surface area of the cylinder, curved surface area of the cylinder, plus base of the cylinder. So the base is circular in shape, therefore pi r1 square. This is of cylinder, right? So R1, which is equal to, now what is the curved surface area of the cylinder? We know curved surface area of the cylinder is given by 2 pi RH. So 2 pi, R here is R1 and H is H1 plus pi R1 square. So here pi and R1 is common. So pi R1, we are left with 2H1 plus R1, which is equal to pi is 3.14. It's given pi is 3.14 into R1 is the radius of the cylinder, that is 1.5 into 2 into H1 is the height, that is 20 centimeter, plus R1 is 1.5, which is equal to, so when you simplify this, this will give you 195.46 square centimeter. So therefore area to be painted yellow is 195.46 square centimeter. I hope this is clear. Now let's move on to next problem. So now let's see this last problem. Here it says a hemispherical depression is cut out from one face of the cubical wooden block such that the diameter L of the hemisphere is equal to the edge of the cube. Determine the surface area of the remaining solid. So here they are saying it's a cubical wooden block, which means it's a cube. So we have a cube here. From this cube, a hemispherical depression is cut out from one face of the cubical wooden block. So hemisphere is cut out from this cube such that the diameter L of the hemisphere is equal to the edge of the cube. So the diameter of this hemisphere is L, which is equal to the edge of the cube. So that means this edge is L. If diameter is L, that means the radius of this hemisphere is L by 2, right? Here we have to determine the surface area of the remaining solid, which means we have to find the surface area of this solid after removing this part. So the surface area of the remaining solid is equal to, what all surfaces you can see after removing this part? You can see the curved surface of this cube, right? Curved surface has got 4 sides. So 4a square, here side is L, so 4L square. So 4L square plus you can see the base of this cube, which is also a square. So the area of this square is a square, which means L square. Side is L, right? Plus if you see from the top, you can see this part, right? That is the curved surface area of this hemisphere. So the curved surface area of the hemisphere plus you can also see this part. Agreed? Now what is this? So now from the area of this square, if you subtract the area of this circle, that will give you this area. Agreed? So plus, let me erase this plus here. From the area of the square, the area of the square is L square minus area of this circle. So the area of the circle is pi r square. R here is L by 2. So pi into L by 2 the whole square, right? Which is equal to 4L square plus L square is 5L square. Here 1L square. So it will be 6L square. So 6L square plus what is the curved surface area of the hemisphere? So the curved surface area of the hemisphere is given by 2 pi r square. Here r is the radius of the hemisphere. So the radius of the hemisphere is L by 2. So L by 2 the whole square, right? Minus this L is already counted, minus pi into L square by 4. 2 square is 4. Which is equal to 6L square plus 2 pi L square by 4 minus pi L square by 4, which is equal to 6L square plus 2 pi L square by 4 minus pi L square by 4. That will give you plus 1 pi L square by 4, right? Which is equal to, here 4 is LCM, 6 4s are 24, so 24 L square plus pi L square. This is nothing but, here L square is common, we can keep that out. So we are left with 24 plus pi by 4 square units. Here unit is not given, so square units. So this is it in this video. I hope you understood today's topic. If you did, do hit the like button and share it with your friends. See you soon. Till then, take care. Almighty bless.